Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Longchamp Racecourse here on Sunday. It is the 12th of April, 2026. Going to look at the stakes action on the program for Longchamp. But before I get on to that, remember to follow me on X at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for racecourses around the world. Let's look at the stakes action races 2, 4, and 5. The second race, it is the Group 3 PRIX NOAILLES Stakes. It's a Group 3 event going for a purse of $75,500, race for 3-year-old fillies here. We have a field of 7 horses going 1,600 meters or a mile on the turf course. Going to take the 7-horse Green Spirit as the top selection. 7-2-1 for me in the trifecta. 7-2-1 trifecta. Top selection of 7-horse Green Spirit. This 3 over the way Kingman here. Maxime Guillon gets the mount. The horse's most recent appearance came the 5th of October here at Longchamp, a mile in the Group 2 Marcel Boussac, and the horse finished second by a length. Diamond Necklace had the jump on this horse late, but this horse, she got down the race course well, maybe a little lax days golden lane, but she ran well. I think she's coming here to a little quicker ground, like that. She really improved off the previous few races. It's not nearly as tough as the last few races. Also, I think she's sitting on a good run. She ran 2 back in the Group 2 PRIX here at Longchamp over the mile back on 11th of September. Guess what? She's a course and distance winner. Won by 1 1/4 length. She was much the best as a heavy favorite. She quickened up a lot and got the job done there. And then at Deauville back in August, 7 furlongs in the Group 3 Pre-6 Perfections, winning by a nose that day. And from the inside, she had to be grinded to the wire, but she finally came home clear. And then, won on debut at Saint-Cloud, came back to win after that on conditions race quite nicely in June at Saint-Cloud over the longer trip. She's done everything right. Coming here, I think she could win. I think the 2-horse Evolutionist for Shane Foley and Carl Burke. The shipper from Ireland could win also, or excuse me, from the UK. Ran most recently in the Group 1 Phillies Mile at Newmarket back in the fall, where he finished third by 4 1/4 lengths that day, and she moved a little bit late. She just took her time to get into stride, but she got down the race course well. Prior to that, in the Group 2 debutante at the Cur over the 7, she finished third by 4 1/4 lengths, where again, she's a little bit flat late, but she won prior to that at Newmarket quite easily in August. If she can run a race like that, I think she can win. I'm here 5-1. I think she's also a likely winner, but Green Spirit looks very nice in the spot. But to recount my selection for the second from Longchamp, it is a Group 3 Prix Grotte. Going to take the 7-horse Green Spirit. Give kudos to the 2-horse Evolutionist, where we 7-2-1 trifecta, 7-2 in the multi race. The 4th race from Saint-Cloud, from Petit Longchamp. It is a Group 3 Prix Fontainebleau. It's a Group 3 event going for a purse $75,500. Race for 3-year-old colts here. 8 of them are going 1,600 meters or a mile on the turf course. Got to take the 6-horse here, Regal Resolve. 6-8 for me in the forecast exacta. 6-8 forecast exacta, top selection 6-horse Regal Resolve, 3 by Kingman. Jedmon owns Gaffard trains when Colin Keane comes in to ride this horse. They ran the horse most recently in the listed race at Chantilly, 27th of October on the poly track over the mile and 8th. And the horse went by 1 1/4 lengths that day and had a dream trip. He slowly moved his way into the pace, and at 67 cents a dollar, everybody knew he was going to win. He won quite decisively. A very good race. He had a wide trip prior to that at Chantilly over the mile and 8th in a main race where he won by 5 1/4 lengths. Had to use a lot that day, but he was Joe. It was a very good forwardly paced victor there. And then on debut last August at Deauville, 7.5 furlongs in a main race, finished 4th by 1 1/4 lengths. I do think the trip was just a little bit too short for him that day. He got down the race course well, but he could have improved a little bit more. I like him coming here today. He could definitely win. I think the 8-horse Nighttime could win also for Maxime Guillon. Was most recently seen in the Group 1 Prix Luc Lagardière, where the horse finished second by 2.5 lengths that day, and he just never really got going. Puerto Rico really came home clear. Don't you love New York City? The sirens in the background, could never leave it. But he ran prior to that in the Group 3 Prix La Rochette, and the horse went by 3/4 length and took the shortest way around for the inside, which is ideal sometimes up here locally. He flew home clear, and then won on at Deauville against the listed company after that. He's done everything right, I think. Coming here at 3-1, I know he's a very heavy choice, but he could definitely win. But to recount my selection for the 4th from Longchamp, it's Group 3 Prix Fontainebleau. Gonna take the 6-horse Regal Resolve. Give kudos to the 8-horse Nighttime. 6-8 forecast exact. Use them both in the multi race. The 5th race now from Longchamp, can't speak. It is the Group 3 Prix Noailles Stakes. It's going for a purse $75,000. Race for 3-year-olds here. Fillies, field of 3-year-old colts. 9 horses are going 2,000 meters or a mile and a quarter in this Derby trial. I'm going to take the 3-horse Mount Secret as, I'm going to take the 2-horse Space Waltz as a top selection, 2-7 for me in the forecast exacta. 2-7 forecast exacta, top selection, 2-horse Space Waltz. This trio called by American Pharaoh. Andre Farb trains. Stefan Pasquier gets the mount. They ran the horse most recently in the Group 3 Prix Thomas Byron Ashanti, mile and eighth on the 18th of November, and he finished fourth by 2 3/4 lengths that day, and he just came up a little bit flat that day. On the poly track from the previous race, he ran terrifically. That race, wheels were spinning. He just never really got going. It was a very subpar race. He ran prior to that Ashanti over in a listed race of the mile and eighth. He ran terrifically. He finished second by 1 1/4 lengths at a low post. He quickened up a lot. Regal Resolve had the jump on him, but he ran his heart out that day, and then went on debut over the mile and a quarter in a conditions race Saint-Cloud quite nicely by neck. He's bred for this trip through and through. He's run very well. If he could be forwardly paced, I think he can win. Watch out for him here today. I think the 7-horse, who is Hardy Warrior for Joseph Bryan and James Dogwood also won in a conditions race at Nace over the mile back in March. Won by 4 1/4 lengths. Had a high weight, but he flew him clear on the front end. He ran prior to that in the Criterium International, and where he just kind of was flat at Saint-Cloud. And then the Juvenile Stakes, Champion Juvenile Stakes at Leopardstown back in September. He finished second by 5 lengths. The winner had the jump on this horse. This horse just a little bit flat. He's bred for the mile and a quarter trip through and through. He's drawn well, coming in from Ireland. It wouldn't surprise me if he wins. We'll definitely use him on the ticket. But to recount my selection for the 5th from Longchamp, it's the Group 3 Prix Noailles. Going to take the 2-horse Space Waltz. Give kudos to the 7-horse Hardy Warrior. 2-7 forecast exacta. Using both there. So good luck to him. Please follow me on X at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.